here's something that I want to make clear, okay? It's not about hypocrisy. Everyone is a hypocrite, okay? For example, Christians out there can be against pornography and struggle with wanting to look at tits. Okay, let me just be clear about that. That's hypocrisy. That's falling short of your own standards. It's not hypocrisy when Nancy Pelosi wants to ban churches from gathering and she shows up to get a blowout. It's not hypocrisy. It's, do you really think Nancy Pelosi is afraid to go out and vote? It's that she's not actually afraid. She doesn't actually think it's dangerous. It's not that it's hypocrisy. It's that she doesn't believe it. Someone can believe that drugs are bad and struggle with addiction. Someone who tells you it's unsafe to go out, you're taking your life in your hands, and they go into a particle vortex that is known as a circular turbine fucking dryer, is not afraid of it. Al Gore, when he rides around, not driving, I guess he's not driving, rides around in a private jet. It's not that it's hypocritical to go out there and make a film that a Supreme Court ruled had 9 significant errors with an inconvenient truth. But it's that, listen, if you really thought that it was going to be Terminator 2 Judgment Day with Sarah Connor shaking on the fence, you could fly first class. You could at least take a piston plane. You could take a turbine plane. You could fly a Pilatus PC-12. It doesn't have to be the top-of-the-line Learjet or 747. It's not about hypocrisy. It's about the fact that these people don't believe it. It's not that it's hypocritical for Joe Biden to say back then, it's okay, you can go out and vote in the primaries, and now say that it's deathly scary out there. It's certain death if you just when you thought it was safe to vote. Election 2. It's not that. It's not that it's hypocritical. It's that he doesn't believe it. Do you really think that Joe Biden is afraid of it? What was the name of that broad reporter who was arguing with Kayleigh McElhinney? I can't pronounce her name. She was arguing with her about masks, and she was arguing about how unsafe it was. And then we see her, as soon as the cameras stop rolling, she's taking off her mask.
Whip it right off.
Immediately. It's not that it's hypocritical. It's that they don't believe it. They don't believe it, and they want to enforce these rules upon you, the American public, that they don't even think are necessary, and they don't believe will do anything. It's not hypocrisy. People need to stop saying hypocrisy, because that's like pointing to someone who's in a high jump, and they didn't make a perfect Fosbury flop, and you're saying, oh, okay, you know what, you suck, you missed it. Well, you're in the stands, you didn't enter the arena. It's not about hypocrisy. Does anyone here truly believe that Nancy Pelosi is afraid to go outside?
Well, the compassionate liberal idea is maybe true on the ground. It may be true of like your friends that are like, well, this guy actually is compassionate and wants people, but he's just confused about the ideas.
Right.
But from the top, there are no compassionate liberals. It's all a mask for, again, just uncaring acquisition of power.
Yeah, it's a big facade of caring and emotion.
Because that's the quickest path to power. Yep. That's what they realize.
I care about you, so vote for me.
Yes.
Is it okay, you ever played do you call it White Elephant, the gift exchange thing?
Yeah.
Well, we used to call it Chinese gift exchange.
Hey.
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
We're all woke here, though.
I understand. Well, half Asian Bill is not here.
Because it comes from China.
Well, it's just because they steal things. Yeah. Dishonest, untrustworthy. I think that's where it came from. So, listen. Come on. Rather than just open communications, they built a wall. That's how they decided to treat the Mongolians.
Sure.
And it was breached 3 times because they were so busy telling everyone how much everyone outside their country sucked that they forgot to instill actual morals, and so people were greased.
Anyway.
Their palms were greased. They let them in. The point is Chinese gift exchange.
Bring it around.
When you play that game, is there anything compassionate about stealing the cool gift and making them go fish another one? That's what the liberal policy is. It's not your money. Nancy Pelosi has 2 deep freezers just so she can keep her chunky monkey frigid, for crying out loud.
Everything that Joe Biden owns, you paid for.
Everything that Joe Biden owns, you paid for.
Yeah.
This man has been suckling at the public teat for as long as he has been sniffing children.
Yeah.